There's Cole. What's up? I like how you show up for all the glory stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Dad does all the work.
Friday night here in Louisville.
Woody, how are you, buddy? Good. They sure cackle with those pipes on there.
Yeah, they do. That's kind of cool.
So this is the entrance where all the pullers get brought down into the ramp. The door's shut right now, but you see a lot of pullers taking a picture showing as they head into Freedom Hall.
They protect that door like Fort Knox, by the
Yes,
way.
they do. Everybody's utility Kubota or Gator is parked out back here. They got a backup sled out here as well. So pretty neat. Pretty neat to see stuff behind the scenes. All the Bauer stuff. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Outlawed with Ron Stone. I am Ron's gracious cohort, Jason Schultz, and we are going to talk about the National Farm Machinery Show tonight. We're going to talk about the Outlaw Pullers and how they did down there, and the big highlights are our two-wheel drive trucks and our light pros competitors, right? Because Mindy went 1 and Cole went number 2 in the finals.
Mindy went 1 with the Little Whip.
Yep.
Out of Texas, repeat winner, Mindy Nelson, first female repeat winner in National Farm Machinery Show history. Cole's eye check went number 2, so Outlaw 1 and 2 in two-wheel drives. Texas 1 and 2 in the two-wheel drive class. So pretty cool.
I bet the Texans are pretty proud. So
yeah, and of course the light pro class, which if you were there Saturday afternoon, that was a really good class. I enjoyed it.
It was competitive from top to bottom.
And 2 Iowa boys took the win. Mike Eckles with Shag Nasty, and the Hostile Environment Tractor, Ryan Mitchell, who, of course, was the points champ in the light pro class for the Outlaws in 2021. So pretty exciting to see both those guys put the weights in the sand. They were the only 2 that did it there in that class. So, and they were pretty close, too. They were within, I think it was 6 inches of each other. So it's a pretty tight finish between first and second. Our other pullers did a great job down there. 4-wheel drive, Joe Claypool on Wednesday night took 3rd. And a late hook in the class, which obviously wasn't the place to be, but he found some good track there somewhere. Charlie Miller lost a cylinder, had a cylinder go cold on him. He had a good pass going, but I talked to Joe yesterday, and he said Charlie had an injector that was kind of clogged up, so can't win in Louisville on 7 cylinders.
No. Damn near impossible. Damn near impossible, Ron.
Yeah. Yeah, you'd have to be super lucky to win on 7 cylinders on a V8 in Louisville. But all around, great show. It was a sold-out crowd there Friday and Saturday night. Man, it was awesome to see all those people after COVID packed in there in Freedom Hall. It was awesome.
It was. Here's a video of Ryan Mitchell. I'm kind of got some videos I can queue up here. And you can see this is Saturday afternoon, and the crowd was still solid. That front end never touched the ground. I love it when the crowd cheers like that. Ron. That's awesome.
Yeah, they definitely made some noise after Shag Nasty.
Were the light pros first class on Saturday? Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh no, these are trucks.
Yeah, these are pickups. These are full.
Let me find Shag Nasty. I'll find it, Ron. I promise. There we go. There's Eckles. Is he one of our guests tonight, right?
Yes, Mike Eckles. About 7:40. I mean, look at that crowd. That's Saturday afternoon.
Yeah, it was awesome. Here's a video, Ron, of I'll show you all the semi trucks. It was just, it looked like, I don't know, it's awesome. Just walking through the parking lot. Kind of did a little walk around just so, to show everybody.
Walking through where all the pullers park here at the Championship Tractor Pull in Louisville.
You try to pull in that parking lot without a pass, they about run out of town.
I want to show you guys behind the scenes a little bit.
I did try to sneak in, but it didn't work. So.
Yeah, we snuck in there.
Good for you. But it's just rows of haulers, guys. Rows of haulers.
All the rigs.
Yes, a few of those trucks could be in truck shows.
Millions of dollars.
The Simon's trucks.
Their
Two trucks were there, geez.
Yeah, they're wicked.
But it's awesome. It's an awesome kind of insane.
They had Medding and Bootlegger parked right next to each other, so I was going to measure them and see who was longer.
There's a 5150 trailer. There's a Bullets trailer.
So I mean, it's a who's who of pulling.
Trailer. I got to show
awesome.
you guys this. It's like one of the longest ones out there.
And then here I took this video. So this is Saturday afternoon, Ron, before when I was walking to my seat. It was awesome to see people, Ron.
Yep. It was, and the people were into the show. I mean, if you really wanted a hot dog, you better go while a class is pulling,
right?
Because the lines were just super long in between classes. To the restrooms as well.
Yeah, and the beer and all that good stuff.
I had a pretty exciting moment there on Friday night. I don't know if you've seen me down on the floor, Jason. But
we always
talk
about Broadbent Arena.
Hold on, let me turn the volume down.
I'll tell you about it in a minute.
No, I always turn the volume off.
Broadbent Arena and what it is to the National Farm.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, it was probably about 6:25 p.m. and I get a text from the Dave Bennett that says, "Where are you at?" And I said, "I'm here." And he said, "Get down here." He said, "Miss Kentucky is stuck in traffic and they needed somebody to sing the national anthem."
Wow.
So I rushed in there as fast as I could, went down on the floor. They got me a National Farm Machinery Show jacket.
Yep.
Microphone in hand, and she made it with 7 minutes to spare.
Nice.
So
you're like the backup singer at the National Farm Machinery Show now.
I was Friday. It was kind of impromptu, but I don't think they had a backup ready, but I was there. So that would have been cool.
That would have been beyond cool, Ron.
A bucket list thing, but she showed up. She made it, and they said they'd put me on a list next year. So we'll see. Cool. Yeah, I you know, at Broadbent there on Thursday morning, I went in there and I sat in on the driver's meeting and all, and I just sat in my seat there after the driver's meeting and looked down there and just pondered at all that machinery and thought, "Sheesh, how much money is sitting right here?"
A lot, all of it, Ron, all of it. That's always like my wife says, "How much whiskey did you drink last night?" And I said, "All of it."
All of it.
All of it. So. Yeah, Mark Ham says, "Evening, gentlemen. How are you, Mr. Ham?" Yeah, somebody's congratulating Mr. Eckles and the Shag Nasty crew there, and They were in good spirits. They got the big win down there. I mean, it's an honor just to be invited and to walk away with the win. It's just like, holy crap.
You notice the two-step truck there in your video had the left rear wheel assembly removed.
I talked to Cole and I said, dude, because he goes, Jason, we're ready to go. We just got to put the wheel back on. I said, man, pull that truck in there on 3 wheels and throw the wheel on in front of everybody and then just go out and whoop them all. And he started laughing. He goes, no.
They broke right after they qualified. They were pulling the truck up the ramp, and that wheel locked up on them after he pulled. The planetary broke. So,
yep. Mike said he's gearing up, or Mark said he's gearing up for Kansas City. So was Ron Stone. What a coincidence, Mark.
I am.
Minus 19 wind chill in Pierce, Nebraska with 20-mile-an-hour winds. Are you serious, Russ? Holy crap. We have
Keep
probably
that up there.
Ice at home here, Ron, in Richland Center. So
Yeah, they're calling for some snow tomorrow night and Thursday. Actually snowed a little bit this morning, but it was 69 degrees yesterday. It was like 18 today. Crazy weather.
Yeah, there's all the mods. Made the finals. So I think this is my Saturday morning video. You guys, if you've never been to Louisville and experienced a farm show truck and tractor pull, it is a legitimate bucket list because you see every pulling association and everybody's there. I mean, I saw people I haven't seen in years, Ron, and it was so fun just to see everybody. You know what I mean? It was very kind of enlightening, Ron, just to catch up with everybody again.
And yet it's, there's so much going on and it's so big that there was people there that I knew were there and I never saw them.
Yeah. Like you, I didn't bump into you at all, which is unbelievable. Ron, I walked so much that my iWatch thought I was exercising. I'm not joking. It said, it looks like you're starting to exercise. I put that post on Facebook and Des Paulson texted me and said, yeah, Lauren said the same thing and they were worried about him. Are you sure you're okay? Should we call the cops?
Yeah, we walked around and talked to, all the Outlaw sponsors and hung out and checked out a lot of the other displays too, when in between pulls, and went to every single session of pulling starting on Wednesday night.
Oh, we got a spammer. Joy Kirsty. Send me a friend request. I'm lonely. Bye, Joy. Bye, Joy. We're going to block her. There's the stud himself, Mr. Tayden Terry. So,
how are you all?
Good to see you, man.
Good to see you too.
Congratulations for you to get in the finals, and what a class. I mean, the best of the best, and you hung right in there. And when you dropped first hook, I thought for sure you guys are going to drop to the bottom and come back like you did in Mountain City that night when I got to interview you.
Yeah, that's
bottom of the 9th, 2 outs. I'm like, oh, Terry's that again.
So. Yeah, that's funny. My girlfriend, she said the same thing. She said, don't worry about the first hook. If you have to drop it, just remember Mountain City in 2020. And I said, okay. But yeah,
I have to admit, I was a little worried.
What's that?
I was a little worried, I have to admit.
Yeah, I was. I honestly was pretty calm, cool, and collected, but I think Dad, he was pretty nervous. But I kind of had some faith. I knew that we needed to take a little fuel away from it. We had it set pretty safe there the first run, and had to draw bar a little high, so came back and it all worked out. But
Tayden, with the alcohol tractors, can you guys come back quicker than us diesel guys, obviously? Or they just run that much cooler? What's the thought on that?
Oh, no, not really. They don't run a whole lot cooler.
Okay.
As far as I know, I mean, I've never been around 4.1, but at least like our old diesel tractor. But we got 2 leaf blowers on it. Fortunate Jacob Fuqua came and helped us while Dad and I were changing the fuel jets. He had leaf blowers going on, and it cooled off pretty quick there by the door. So
good.
But we had a little breakage at the end of that run. We ended up finding out for the finals. It didn't run right in the finals, as you guys probably saw, but it broke a couple rocker arms on cylinder 3 there at the end of our second pass. And it just so happened we usually get to check out the valve train, but we got done with our second run, went back into Broadbent, and we figured we better fire it up. And found a pretty big exhaust leak in the exhaust manifold that happened that pass as well. So we had to pull it all off and get it TIG welded. And by that time we were out of time. So kind of stunk, but I guess that's part of it.
Yeah. I mean, it still made a great showing, and I watched how many votes you guys got for the Pullers Championship, Tayden. So I knew that, the crowd really wanted to see you guys do well. I mean, it's a dark horse with the orange one. You know that.
Yeah.
And for you guys to compete in there, and you guys are, I'm seriously well known. I mean, I've heard Ron announce you guys, and, here comes Tayden, and you drive that thing like you damn near stole it. And I love it. I mean, you let her rip. And I was explaining, I was kind of the boss of my section, Ron and Tayden. Yeah. Like when, and I'm loud, and I wasn't even drinking that much, but I was just having a good time, and everybody got used to me by the end of the weekend. And I said, whenever the tractors would start and the trucks, I'd say, everybody, this is your pilot speaking. The seatbelt sign is on, so stay in your damn seat because I want to get video because everybody's getting up and stuff like that. But I was bragging you up, Tayden, to the people.
Well, I appreciate it.
Yeah, I do what I can. So, was Connor down there with you, Brian?
No, he was on the live stream there all weekend. He's been busy back at home, so hadn't been able to go quite as much with us. But guess that's good for him that he's busy. But we talk on the phone often, so
good deal. How many times have you been to Louisville, Tayden?
This was my first year pulling down there, but we started going in 2012, hit it again in 2013, and building the new tractor during 2014. Then we hit it 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and then they didn't have it in 21, of course. So
sure.
Yeah.
So what's it like when they pulled you down the ramp for that first time? What'd you think?
Oh, that was a feeling. I mean, it just about took the air right out of my lungs. Dad always said, man, that's quite a feeling. You pull in there and you think that is one big arena. And he said, I remember he was standing there by the ramp as they were pulling me down. He said, look, Tayden, look. And I just looked and I thought, oh my gosh, it just looks so huge. And I felt like they had pretty good crowds each session, especially their Saturday night. And man, that's about the nervous I'd been, was seeing all those people. I don't know why. I'm usually not too nervous in front of people, but that was quite the feeling.
Yeah,
the crowd was amazing there all week. I mean,
I agree.
Friday and Saturday night were sold out. It was pretty awesome.
Yeah. So last night on Let's Grow Pulling, we had the gal on. Did you guys see her Twitter account? Did you guys see this? So she kind of Cassie's her name, and go back and watch the show from last night. You scroll back through our timeline or go to YouTube. This gal named Cassie, and she does one tractor pull a year, guys, but she tweets the show live. The whole show. So some of these tweets, you guys, so it's KYNFMS. You can see that right there. Okay. Mm-hmm. And I know not a lot of pullers are on Twitter, but I'm telling you guys, it was freaking funny. Like, she made these little GIFs and stuff. So D2 Pro Stock driven by Brandon Hunt, trying to get some red in the leader's corner, but falls short at 228. I mean, she just has these funny GIFs. And so, Tayden, we got to find yours. So,
was it on there?
What's that, bud?
Was I on there?
Oh yeah, she's gonna do it here. I mean, these are so funny. So these are the Pro Stock Saturday night. Where were you at Saturday night? The Light Super, second class or third class?
Let's see, third.
Okay, so we're gonna scroll back through. But you guys got to go check her out on Twitter. You're gonna cry, laugh like some of these. Like if somebody did good, she let them know. And if somebody did bad, she wasn't a bone twister driven by Travis Schobach. Shows how it's done with a beautiful pass. These funny gifts. It's so beautiful. And Ron, we seriously need to do this at the state fair or something like that. Oh my God, it was so funny. Like the Super Rooster. So she thought about this, you guys. So I'm going to find yours here, Tayden.
Yeah, it's Tayden.
Yeah, right here. Little whip driven by Mendy Brown with the decision, run up the center of the track for 224. She takes the lead, and she's got that "Be afraid, boys." Oh, it's so funny. This was funny. This was my favorite one. Have we learned nothing? Left side of the track, drivers. literally anywhere else.
Oh, I did see that one. I don't know if it was on Twitter or not, but I did.
Yeah, no.
see
So I think a lot of people copied it and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But really, I was as a social media guy, and you guys know how much I love social media. I'm kind of addicted to it. I was so proud of all the pullers this year, Tayden and Ron. I felt like all the pullers across all their platforms promoted that they were going to Louisville. And I really think like the Farm Show social media team stepped it up this year as well. Like I feel like in the past they haven't, really. I mean, this is the Super Bowl of pulling, you guys. I mean,
right.
We should have had Lil Wayne and Snoop there singing the national anthem.
Oh Lord.
Ron, Tayden, have you been watching the show? Did you watch us open up, or did you just jump on?
I just jumped on right before.
Ron, tell Tayden your national anthem story.
Oh, yeah. Friday about 6:25, I get a call or a text from Dave Bennett asking where I'm at, and I said, "Well, I'm here." And he said, "Get down here on the floor where I'm at." I said, "What's going on?" He said, "Well, Miss Kentucky's stuck in traffic." Miss Kentucky was to sing the national anthem.
Uh-huh.
So I went down there and put a National Farm Machinery Show jacket on and was ready to go, mic in hand, and she showed up with 7 minutes to spare. So,
oh man, that'd be nervous. I'd be nervous to do that. But
I wasn't down there 5 minutes, and I'm already getting texts from people that could see me down there. I think Dylan Firking sent me a message that said, "Don't F it up."
That's good. That's a good friend right there.
But yeah, I was a little nervous, to say the least. I was ready. I was ready.
Ron, did you get to keep the jacket?
No. I did ask the question. The guy in charge there, I said, "You're going to need the jacket back?" And he said, "Yeah." So.
Oh man,
kind of walked off gently and blended into the crowd. Ron.
Yeah,
He was
just
standing there.
like we didn't know any different.
Security's pretty tight there. They'd have probably tackled me before I got away from there.
So Tayden, here's yours. High strung, driven by Tayden Terry, a young gun college student, is on the starting line. Has some trouble with his motor, goes 194, so she's got that VW.
Oh yeah. It did have some motor troubles.
Yep. So, but she did a really good job with it, and I'm really fun. It's just funny. You guys got to go check these out. So, on the Farm Show there a little bit.
Absolutely.
It'll make you laugh. It'll make you laugh. So
on this show, we got Tayden Terry on here, driver of the high-strung Alice Chalmers D21. Just made the finals in Louisville. And Tayden is also a young gun with the Outlaws. I know she had your application in there, Tayden. Awesome.
Yep.
Glad you got on board with that. How old are you?
I'm 21. Just turned 21 in December. So
20. And you're at college right now, aren't you?
Yep. Go to Northwest Missouri State University up here in Maryville.
Gotcha. Okay. Good deal. Yeah, the Young Guns program is really taken off. We even have a sponsor for the Young Guns, Goodyear Titan Tire, sponsoring the program, and it's really taken off, and it's really lit a fire under some of the young pullers, man, and actually some of the parents have really shown a renewed interest in pulling, just because the Young Guns getting involved and getting excited about it. But,
right, absolutely. That's what Dad and I were talking about, just about that same conversation, how we thought it was a neat program to, implement, because no one's really shined the young pullers like Outlaws doing now. So thought that was pretty neat.
Yeah, well, definitely welcome aboard to the Young Guns platform, man. We
appreciate it.
Love having you. I've got a little video, Jason. But
sorry about that. That's from 2019. That's got to make
that's the year we got second out. We got second out there that year too.
Okay. Ron, do you have any video, bud?
Yeah.
You want to share your screen? I know I got to get all mine named.
Yeah. I shall find it.
Was the experience cool? Or your favorite? Russ Dostal pee. You made him pee a little bit.
Yeah, I remember that when it wouldn't run right, and then came back for a test pass there at the end.
Yeah, TMI, Russ. TMI, buddy.
Hey, Russ is a fan of the program, Ron. We got to take care of our people. You know how Howard Stern has his whack pack or whatever?
I have watched Howard Stern in years.
Well, he has these crazy people that, call the show, and I think we can start that with Russ. So it's all good. Lisa Jostock says it's awesome the Outlaws do the Young Gun program. Wish more organizations did something similar. So very, very cool. So there is the look of determination, Tayden Terry. So
that's right. Yeah. Boy, I thought I was going to hit the sand pile. It felt really honestly pretty good, but that exhaust manifold split and the rocker arms all went at the same time. It just laid right down there at the end. But like I said, that's just how it goes sometimes.
Now we got you set for the Pullers Championship in May. What's happening between now and May?
Well, we kind of planned on going to the Cowtown Showdown, but right now we're just kind of finding out tonight that the tractor's hurt and probably ought to pull the cylinder head and check the lifters and everything like that. Just be safe with it. And Mom and Dad have a deal going on all next week, so it's going to be kind of tough to make that. As of now, that might be scratched off the schedule, but I guess it either
Ron just cried a little bit.
Yeah, I just peed a little bit. I think like Russ.
Did you see him wipe the tears? Ron, did you see that, Tayden?
I know.
The eye.
I got something in my eye. Yeah.
I know you guys promoting it and everything are sad, but boy, that's the closest pull we got to home. No one's more sad than us about that whole deal. I'll be honest with you. Dad and I just got off the phone there a little bit ago, and we had got home Sunday, did a little work to it, but he's been working on it the last couple of nights while I've been up here at school, and he kind of thinks that probably ought to pull it off, do it the right way, and get the valve checked out, and both valves checked out, and the lifters, in case the blocks tore up at all or whatnot. So no one's more sad than us, I guarantee you. But
you hit the sand pile at Kansas City at Cowtown in 2019 harder than I've ever seen anybody hit the sand pile.
Yeah, I had the longest distance of the weekend until you took that, because I don't get a lot of accolades pulling, and I thought, you know what, this is my chance. And Dave was talking about it, and Ron was talking about it. Old Tayden comes in, and you tried to go over the sand pile. You tried to Dukes of Hazzard it, is what you tried to do there.
He tried to bulldoze it. Yeah,
I would go to say that's probably a little bit too hard, but that came really fast. Luckily we didn't get any sand in the turbos or nothing. You guys can kind of see there how our weight bracket's pretty wide, and it just worked out perfect. You know how sometimes you hit the sand just right, that just like a bulldozer blade, and it just kind of pushed it up out of the way. I couldn't believe how lucky we were there, but
I guarantee your dad did that on purpose. He had expectations of you doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that brought the house down that night.
That was awesome.
Yeah,
that's one run that everybody talks about. Oh, I seen, looked like you were going to go through that wall down there. And I said, well, it's kind of a little bit of a camera angle there, but I guess if you think that, then that's good.
Oh, look, Jason's on it.
Get some. You Tayden, when they wave that red flag, you're supposed to let out of it.
I know. I didn't know. I can't hardly even tell you. My eyes must have been closed because, like I said, that was just right there. But
well, when you're old like Mike Eckles, and he just jumped on, he has an excuse, like, he's getting old and he can't see and stuff like that. But
right.
You Tayden, we got to double check. I think Mike got scared. Ron, I think he saw himself on the screen there and took himself off.
He dipped out. I got to give him a big congratulations. That was neat down there at Louisville. Of course, we've known them forever, and I thought, man, that's just neater than crap.
Yeah,
the first time I ever met Rich
Johnson.
Dad, I think I was announcing Mound City, Missouri for Wegel, 2010 or 11, and with his 85 Limited Pro, and that tractor came on the track, and I looked over at Amy Jo Estes and I said, "Man, that tractor's sharp. Who is that?" And she said, "That's Rich Johnson and Shag Nasty." That's back when he just won every single time, and everybody hated him. I mean, as lovable as Rich Johnson is, he was whooping all their butts. So.
Yeah, I remember back when it seemed like them and Grimes and the 3x4, they would just take everything.
Dominant.
It seemed like
they were dominant, but there's that natural progression where everybody just kind of keeps moving up classes. So
right. Yeah, that I will admit that that 540 Light Pro, that looks like a heck of a fun class.
Yeah, it's awesome.
They're making some power.
I'd say a lot of work, but man, it seems fun.
That is such an awesome pass, Tayden.
Yeah, that's one that probably won't ever happen again. That's pretty fun.
I think Laura was more excited than anybody there.
Yeah,
that pass.
Mom's video, of course, she was sitting in the stands a little bit further back, and you could see Laura. She was just jumping around, pointing at Mom. It was fun. I had never seen it. Hooker Bob gave me a little push there at the starting line. I bet that's what did it all right there.
Yep, I would think so. Those wheels just touched that just for a tenth of a second there.
Yeah, just kind of swept it, and it just went, like I said, went pretty well perfect. But
there is nothing better in the world, and I love Pro Stocks and Diesel Supers, but I'm telling you, a light super hooked up with that front end never touching, if it doesn't cough or blow its nose, I always like to say, like Whitworth did, those things are the best. I mean, because my kid, my middle boy, when he was like 5, he was like, "Dad, I love them tractors," because he just never. You guys are the mini rods of the tractor classes. That's how I feel. So.
Yeah. That's what Dad's always said. I remember when him and Rodney owned the Super Farm. I was real young, but I could always remember them kind of talking. If we want an orange tractor, you need something with an aluminum head or whatnot. And they had always enjoyed that class, and it is a fun class to be in. It really is. The weight distribution with all the horsepower is fun.
No, that's good stuff. Do you see how young Ron Stone looked there back a couple years ago?
My hair looked darker even.
I know. Is that just for men, Ron, or what were you doing there, buddy?
No, that was au naturel there.
Just for men.
Ron and I pick on each other a lot, Tayden, so it's kind of, there it is. There's that beautiful.
Yeah, there's a little pepper in there. Not as much as there is now, but
a little pepper.
Or salt, rather.
Yeah.
Yes, what was that?
2019, yeah. 2019.
And because 20 was the COVID year, right, Ron? And then last year, no Cowtown Showdown.
Yep.
Yeah, that was seemed like one of the first times. I don't know if I was living under a rock, but in 2020 when we went down to Cowtown, seemed like COVID just struck the world that weekend.
Yeah, that week. Yeah. Tell me about it. It did. Thursday morning of Cowtown is when everything fell apart. A state of emergencies went into effect and such. And
yeah.
So, did we lose Mike?
No, he's there.
Is he?
This isn't on the screen right now. So
okay, gotcha.
We'll start hollering him when we're ready. But
all right,
Tayden, can you see that schedule there, Stud? Or that question? Sorry.
Yeah, my major's ag science.
So tell them, a lot of people don't know that you guys have some implement stores. Can you kind of talk about the family business a little bit?
Yeah, we're and that's why we have an Alice Chalmer. My grandpa started the dealership there in 1959 as an Alice Chalmer dealer, and of course went through all the Deutz Alice, Agco Alice, all the Agco, and then now just Massey. But we're a Agco dealer and Kubota dealer. Took the Kubota line on there in 05 or 06. That's been a heck of a line for us, and got a bunch of short lines, steel chainsaws, high line bale processors, bush hog, Land Pride. We got the white planters, the Gleaner combines. We got all sorts of stuff going on, bale wrappers, Kuhn, Heston, everything. So we kind of seem like dip into quite a few lines and whatnot, which seems to be a pretty good deal for us. Ferris lawnmowers, I forget, stuff like that. So yeah, we're online at terryimplement.com. Check our website out.
Where's that at, Tayden?
We're in Gallatin. If you guys are familiar with where Cameron's at on I-35, if you went north on 35 about 9 miles, and there's Winston, the Winston truck stop, we're about probably another 6 or 7 or 8 miles off I-35 there on Highway 6. So
Okay.
Yep, not too far from Cameron.
Is there anybody you want to thank, Tayden?
Oh yeah, there's a lot of people to thank. I tell you, of course, my parents, couldn't do it without them. Of course, like I said, Dad, when I'm up here at school, we usually try to work on the tractor together, but obviously it takes a lot of hours of work. He does all the work while I'm up here at school. Brian Connor, he's been a heck of a success for us. Could not do it without him. Met him back in 2011, and it's just been, I mean, it's worked out perfect, him being close to home there and everything like that. Got to thank him for good tune-ups week in and week out, good parts and whatnot. Terry Implement, of course, our sponsor or whatever you want to say. All my family, especially my girlfriend, we worked on it a lot, like I said, and good. She likes tractor pulling. It's good to be understanding, I guess, because when you're in the shop every evening, and just like my mother, I mean, she's a saint in herself too. She understands all motorsports. That's how Mom and Dad met drag racing. So she and her father's tractor pulled since the 70s, my grandpa. So yeah, no, there's a lot of people to thank. I mean, Hart's Diesel, SCS Gearbox, K3 Tire. Yes, I'm sure I'm forgetting a bunch of people, but
you ever pulled an all-nighter getting a tractor ready for a show?
We have pulled pretty close to an all-nighter. I remember there a few years back when I was a senior in high school, we worked on the darn tractor till 3 or 4 in the morning, and that pull that night is a Friday night pull. Got rained out. So I think it was about 5 in the morning before we got it all done. And it was something that didn't even necessarily have to be done. It was on our little tractor. I think it was, so we had 24.5s on it, and we're going to 20.8s. And so we bought some shorter axle housings because the D21 axles, they stick out quite a little ways, and the offset on the wheels we got. So we spent all night swapping axle housings. Like I said, didn't even need to be done, but yeah, that's about the closest we've done all night. And they're, probably in 2012, we were at Wisner. That was close to an all-nighter. Had wastegate troubles, and no, that was Rock Valley. I apologize, because we went to Van Beach shop.
Okay.
Fix the wastegate and whatnot. So
Gotcha. All right. Well, I hope you guys get it done for Cowtown. Love to see you guys there, but if you can, it's understandable.
Yeah, we'll try our best and whatnot. Like I said, we really hope to go, but right now I know what the answer is, but we're going to do our best. So.
Gotcha. Well, we appreciate it. Jason, you got anything else for Tayden?
Tayden knows I love him. That's,
we love you, man.
Love you,
yeah,
man.
Jason, I only got to see you there down in Louisville for a little bit. You're just moving on.
I was joking at the beginning of the show. My iWatch actually said, "Are you exercising?" So
yeah, it seemed like you were not short of things to do.
Yeah, I got more video than I know what to do with. That's and for all the YouTubers and the guys that promote our sport, thank you, because the fun part is getting the video. It's getting home and then editing it, and it takes hours. I mean, it takes hours to make a 3 or 4 minute video, and Ron knows. And I'm hiring people now. Starting Monday, I'll have 2 full-time people working for me because I just can't do it all. I'm getting too old, and I want to do a good job with it. And
he said, Taylor at Tayden, he said getting old. Did you hear that?
Yeah, getting old.
I am old.
I want to say, Jason, we and Ron, we appreciate people like you in the sport that go the extra mile to promote it, because that's what the sport needs, obviously. And I know guys like me, I couldn't even begin to process how to do it. So we appreciate you guys.
We Ron and I kind of got together in Dubuque last year and said, hey, let's start this Tuesday night show, and it just kept going, and a lot of people watch it. And I mean, I had people come up to me at the show and I watch you and Ron every Tuesday night. I'm like, you guys do more of a life, and I just laugh. But I mean, that's kind of my fun way of joking about it. But I was hauling some guys in the parking lot. They were tailgating, grilling out in the parking lot between the Saturday afternoon session and the finals. And I said, hey, you guys are awesome. And they said, hey, we recognize that voice. Are you the beer money guy? So I went over there and had fun. They were from Virginia. They just love Poland. And awesome. That's what, to me, Tayden, and I mean, obviously I want to have my tractor there every year, but just going is still awesome. Just seeing everybody, Tayden, and just everybody's so happy to be there. And
that's what Dad and I got talking. And like I said, we're pretty sad about the cylinder head and whatnot about Cowtown, but we said, either way you look at it, it's going to be fun to be there. I mean, you got your Poland family that you're there with. I mean, it's a great event, whatnot. We always have fun down there. So, but yeah, that's what, when you guys were talking, not to hang you up, but it made me think you guys, do all the beer money shows and this and whatnot. Jack Mays and I, we go to school together. We got a few classes together. That's always our gossip is, oh, what'd they talk about on the show there last night? Oh, did you hear this? Did you hear that? So we have a kick out of it.
We don't try to get too gossipy. We keep a private chat. There's always some stuff like
I know.
No. But I mean, we try to walk that fine line. Like we'll have a quick pre like, hey, I know this happened today, but we're not talking about it.
Right.
But Ron and I keep it pretty PC. But the beer money show on Monday nights, it depends how much the guys have had to drink sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, it's fun. We love Poland. We love our Polish family. We love the Outlaws. I'm proud to be associated with the Outlaws. I'm going to run for points with them this year with the 4-1. So I'm just waiting for my cylinder head to get done, Tayden, and hopefully I'll be in Cowtown. That's my goal. So.
Absolutely. Yeah. Great organization. I mean, top notch, fastest moving for sure. I mean, they know how to get vehicles in and out. That's what Dad and I always talk. Some of their hooks, when we can't make it, but we always try to go to Rock Valley and Wisner for sure, and hit a couple pulls out there in Nebraska, and they just move them right through, and then not that drinking's everything in the sport, but having fun after the pull. I mean that really livens you up because you're 15 seconds on the track. I mean that's a heck of a small portion of it. So
you spend hours talking about it.
Yeah. How good we could have done.
Tayden, thank you so much. Good luck at school. Tell little Mays hi, and hopefully I'll bump into you at Cowtown, okay?
All right. Thank you. I appreciate it, guys.
Thanks, Tayden.
See ya.
So Mike Eckles has a face for radio. You see that there, Ron? So
you're not going to see my face.
Oh, come on now.
No.
Eckles, come on, buddy.
No, I don't want to give you something to laugh at me down in Cowtown.
I'm going to pick on you no matter what you do.
I know, but you're not going to have tools or bullets.
I love you, Michael. Mike, I'm gonna put your run up here on the screen. So just shut up for a second, okay? Where isn't my sound working? Oh, I know why. Gotta turn it on. And that's what it's all about right there.
Could you hear the crowd cheering, Mike?
I really couldn't, Ron.
I was curious.
Yeah, but I sure did when other people pulled. So
yeah, you and Mitchell, when you guys both pulled, man, the crowd really made a lot of noise. It was pretty cool.
Yeah. You mean the show pony?
Yeah, the hostile environment. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that is Ryan, isn't it?
Yeah.
Eckles, has it sunk in yet?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, it was a great feeling. So,
Oh,
yeah, you just never. I think Rich and I went down there one time. It's been a while back with Cody Shea, and thought, oh my gosh, what would it be like to pull down here? Then Rich and I started going down the last 3 or 4 years, going with Brandon and Dustin, and geez, yeah, that's kind of everybody's dream to make it down there. Just to make it on the track's pretty cool. So,
yeah, that's we were talking. Jason asked Tayden how he felt when he came down that tunnel. I mean, describe that feeling when you're coming down that tunnel, being pulled into the arena.
Well, to be right honest with you, Ron, I didn't look. I get really nervous, and I'd heard Matthew Meadows. I'd heard several people say, "Oh, just wait till they pull you down." So honestly, I kind of just stared right at the screen, and I did kind of look around the crowd. It's pretty cool. There's no doubt about it. But
Now, did Rich watch from the booth, or did he come down on the track with you?
no, he watched up there in the booth.
I saw Brandon down on the track with you, so I assumed.
Yeah. No, he was up in the stands, and somebody was videoing up there. He stood up and raised his hands, so he was pretty pumped, which he should have been. So
I don't know if you could see the comments from where you're at, Mike, but people giving you a hard time already. Jerry Setter says, "We're not worthy."
Oh yeah, I can't see him now.
Mitch Hugendorn?
Micah.
Yeah.
Sorry, Micah. Yeah. Says, "Come on, Mike, show them glasses."
Sorry, Mike, I ain't gonna do it, buddy. He's probably sitting up there at Taylor Van Beek, and they really would make fun of me. And I really can't tell the glasses story, so we'll
Okay.
I know what you're talking about, Micah.
We'll leave it there then.
Yes.
Well, now my curiosity is piqued. So.
I'll tell you sometime up to Taylor's.
Fair enough.
So, Mike, of course, you switched. How many years ago has it been? A couple of years now that you switched from 85 Limited Pro?
Well, just listening to Tayden there, it was 2019, because the first pole we went to, Dustin ran it down there at Cowtown.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was 19.
Yeah.
I mean, was a pretty dominant tractor in the 85 Limited Pro class. I mean,
oh yeah, Rich always had it running really good, and of course, Brandon Dustin, they sure put a lot of time in on that tractor, and it made a lot of dyno passes, a lot of dyno passes before we got it there. So,
well, it sounds like from what I've heard, it was worth it for those final numbers you got on that.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, that 466 motor was. It's funny, every time we're down there, it's still there sitting, and Rich and I always make comment that was probably one of the most impressive motors we'd been around. So that was a lot of fun in the last couple of years in that 466. So,
Mike, do you still have all in, or did you sell that tractor?
No, I actually sold it, and I figured you was going to ask me. As a young kid, or a young man, he's married and got a couple boys, Kylie, and I just can't remember his name. Kind of hope he's not listening, so he's probably pissed at me. But no, he bought it. He's in Northwest Missouri.
Okay.
I think he's redoing it all, so I'm sure he'll come out. It'll look good and run really good. So
I got that picture I got on the screen right now, Ron. Mike pulled out on the track right there in front of me. I ran up and said, "Eckles, look at me."
Yeah, scared shit out of me too.
So, yeah, it's kind of fun.
Yeah.
We're talking to Mike Eckles, driver of the Shag Nasty International champion in 2022 at the National Farm Machinery Show, Truck and Tractor Pull in the 87 Light Pro class. Mike, how did you get into pulling? Let's go back a little ways here, and when did you get bit?
Oh, I was bit a long time ago and going up to the Iowa State Fair and watching Robbie Russell run up there, the good ones, Matt and his dad. That's when it really bit me. And then I suppose maybe 20 years ago, they started an IMO association around here. Right. It was southern Iowa, northern Missouri. We built it had an A pump on. I don't even know what it had been called, I guess. And that's where I met Rich in that group. And it just kind of evolved from there. So every year you just want to try to do a little better, so.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, how did you get tangled up with this Rich Johnson guy?
It's a bad night. It really was. No, actually, I met him through Todd Bowles. Todd, if you know Todd, he knows everybody. And
oh, yeah.
State of Iowa and 5 around that. So, no, Todd introduced me to him, and we went to my first pull together, and that was down in Lucerne, Missouri. So, but that was a long time ago. Remember, we pulled on a Saturday afternoon and pulled in shorts, and yeah, it was quite a deal.
How many times have you pulled at Louisville?
Oh, that was first time.
First time.
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
Oh man.
I'm not sure. We won the points, but it really wasn't. I consider points. Or I think PPO only had maybe 1 or 2 qualifying hooks last year. But then the COVID hit, so didn't get to go. And we maybe not got invited anyway. But this is the first year Rich had got the invite letter. So
that's awesome. First time and come out to champion as a class. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. A lot of luck involved. But yeah, he's just honored to be there, and sure was a lot of fun. So,
Mike, we were a little worried about you back in the fall. You had some health issues.
That was Rich.
That was
Rich. Rich. Okay, that's right.
Yeah,
I got that mixed up.
Mike's got mental health issues, Ron, but he's coping.
We won't talk about those, Mike.
I got to tell you, Ron, when you called and asked, I forgot about Schultz being on here. I'd have never. I should have hung up.
I was surprised he came on.
I know.
Like, did you tell him that I'm going to be here too?
No, he didn't. You're going to owe me a drink down at Cowtown, Ron. So
don't worry.
Okay, gotcha. It's
no. The plan was Rich. Of course, it's Rich's tractor. He got invited, and on Christmas night, he had a heart attack, and thank God his wife Crystal was there, and she's a nurse practitioner, and 3 days later he had a quadruple bypass. So
wow,
yeah, we're lucky to still have him. So
yeah, those are rough.
Yeah, that was a rough time, for everybody that knew him. So I don't think I've always teased him. The only reason he calls me is because he has no friends, and I think his sister put it on Facebook that he just was going to have to go in he had a heart attack, and oh my God, my phone just blew up. So I finally sent Crystal an email of all the people that had texted and called, and told him I was sorry. I didn't think he had that many friends. So yeah.
Yeah, we're glad he's still here with us.
Yes. We kind of held off hope that maybe he'd still get to run it. And I think Crystal even asked the doctor. I think he had a checkup about a week before he went down there. And the doctor said he'd seen 4 or 5 of them and he didn't think he ought to be doing it. So,
yeah.
But no, it was a big
anything
honor.
Stress related, they like to kind of keep you out of that too.
Yes. Which Rich and I have always teased each other. I'd rather be sitting on the seat just because it's less stressful sitting there as the one out trying to help him. So.
Yeah, that's tough. My dad had a 5-way bypass several years ago.
And
that's one thing the doctor said. Nothing stress related, just chill out.
Yeah.
There's your.
Yeah, actually, when Ryan made his pass, I thought he'd got me. So.
Oh, it was so close. It was like somewhere around 6 inches, that difference there.
Yeah.
pretty
Ryan
cool.
made I actually thought him and that Adam Lundell. I can't say his last name, but
Lundell.
yeah, I actually had two of the prettiest passes in our class. So I hate to tell Ryan that, but it was a nice pass.
Yeah, he hung the front end up there and just kind of held it in place.
Yes, he sure did. And Adam did the same thing. So, but
Mark Ulmer is commenting. He said, "Congrats to you and Rich," and said you guys just about needed some more front end weight. He said,
yes, we did. We that's the lightest we'd had to run all year, and I don't know what happened. We'd lost. We thought we'd lost. We'd switched a couple things and lost another 60 pounds. So we was pretty excited we'd get to be a little front end heavy, maybe. But of course, that backfired on us. So you got to run what you got. So
yeah. It worked out. I mean, you're the champion.
Yeah.
For the year anyway. So you have to go back and defend it next year. So.
No, I told Rich I'm retiring. I'm getting old enough. I'm just going to quit on top, and he can drive it. I'll help him. So,
anybody you want to thank that's helped you guys out, Mike?
Oh yes, I maybe hearts get tired of me thanking them, but Randy, the dad, he did a lot of rear end work, all the rear end work. And Brandon and Dustin, it's just unbelievable what we can do down there in the evening time. And they've really worked hard at it. All the guys in the shop, Ryan, Danny, Christian, Chip, Ethan. It's just a fun place to work at or help, with the tractor. Like to thank our wives, Crystal and Jody. They put up for a lot when we're gone. And then, of course, Rich. I mean, we're pretty damn good friends, and it's all about just trying to get the tractor out front, So,
right,
got a good team. So,
yeah, I would say so. What other big pulls that are memorable to you? I'm sure this is probably the most memorable now, but up until the Farm Machinery Show, what other pulls
well,
in mind?
To be honest with you, Ron, that we went out to Fort Recovery last summer, and it was a 2-day pull, and I just happened to get a good draw. The track was a touch better the second night, and won that thing. So I think the first night when Rich pulled it, there's 37, and there's probably 33 or 4 when I hooked. So I like that. Wisner and Rock Valley, I got to tell you, is probably my 2 top places to go pull. I really enjoy that. I like going to new places. Finally got Rich talked into going out east, and that's a lot of fun too. So
I went up there when I was, I think, a sophomore in high school. I grew up in Ohio, so Fort Recovery was still a pretty good haul. Where I was in Southern Ohio, but went to a big NTPA event there. Loved it.
Yeah, it was actually PPL.
Right.
The time we went out there, but the year before, maybe, going to Wilmington, Ohio, that was the first pull we'd ever, we'd been out of the state, but not very far, and just for us going clear out there, and you'd always heard, a big pull in TPA or
right
would be there, and just, going out there was pretty fun. That is fun out there. And then people are really good too, met a lot of the 540 class. So
there's a lot of them back that way.
Yeah, there is. It's man, not that they're not tough running here and in Wisconsin, but shit, there's just so many more of them out there, and
there's a bunch of them.
Mm-hmm.
And the Fort Recovery thing really opened a lot of people's eyes to Shag Nasty, Mike. So.
Yeah, I think so. I thought, of course, our goal when we built the thing, or when Rich decided to go that way, was, to make Louisville. So I thought that would, in all honesty, I thought if we could go out there and make a good showing and then, try to win the points either in PPL or Outlaw, that sure looked good on the resume. So, but
that's it was a good show, man. I tell you what, I was ecstatic for you and Ryan.
That was pretty cool. I got to tell. two guys from Iowa and
Yeah.
Southwest Iowa. So, yeah,
Texas ruled the 2-wheel drive class. Iowa ruled the light pro class. So pretty cool.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I better thank Taylor Van Beek too. I always kind of forget that guy, but he does a great job cutting our tires for us. Once we get him lined up, tell him what.
Yeah, he's all right. He's all right.
Yeah.
Well, doesn't Kurt cut your tires, Mike?
Yes, we sure like it when Kurt oversees it, but we know he gets getting busy and stuff, so we got to try to get Taylor broke in a little bit. So. Oh God, I hope he's not listening.
I hope he is. I hope your phone's blowing up right now.
All in fun. All in fun.
Yeah.
So what's the future hold for the Shag Nasty team?
Oh, I think we're going to run the outlaw points and kind of try to go some bigger pulls, maybe out east, and try to get back to Louisville again so Rich can drive. I mean, that's the number one goal right there.
Awesome.
Like to see him drive down there. So, but
awesome.
What's that?
I said that would be awesome.
Yes, it sure would. Yeah.
So like a good play. You guys going to stick with this class for a while then?
Oh yes, yeah. I really think this is yes. Of course, Rich would have stayed at the A pump class. He wasn't never going to go any bigger, and then they come out with P pumps. But no, I think this class is a lot of fun, and hopefully it'll grow out west here across the river. But I think it'll be around for a while. So, and it's such a fun ride. Yeah,
it looks fun.
Yeah, it sure is. Yeah.
And you guys raised some eyebrows back east. Two tractors this far west.
I don't know about that. There's a lot of good runners out there too.
There are. Yeah. All right. Well, Mike, we won't keep you all night.
Okay.
About his bedtime anyway, Ron.
Actually, it's 9 minutes past.
Oh, that's why he's in his jammies. That's why he didn't want to be on camera.
Yeah, no kidding. Hey, Jason, you going to Cowtown again?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm waiting on my cylinder head, and hopefully we'll be on the dyno.
You want me to get hold of that city policeman or that?
That was actually a state trooper, Mike.
State trooper, yeah. Yep. I got his number. You want me to have him get back hold of you?
The next time you and Rich say, "Hey, let's mix you a road coke," I'm going to say, "Gentlemen, no."
I bet you don't.
I bet you're right. You're right. I probably won't. So.
Oh, fun stuff. Oh, Tristan Myers says you're his hero, Mike.
Well, that's got to be better than Andrew Meister. So, thanks, Tristan.
All right, Mike. Thanks for coming on tonight, man. On short notice, I appreciate it.
Mike, I'm kind of proud of you. This is like stepping out of your comfort zone a little bit. So,
I know. Yes. Yeah. That's why.
If you give me, maybe we could be friends on Facebook. I could share some stuff around or something like that. I don't know. You can see.
I'm good with this. We'll think about this for a while.
Good stuff. Thanks, Eckles.
Yep.
See you, Mike.
Thanks.
Have a good night.
Yep.
Like the funnest guys in the world. Like I pick on Mike and Rich so much. We have so much fun. I just love those guys. So it makes it pretty fun, Ron.
Yeah, that's awesome. So
makes it pretty fun to have people like that in our lives. So
yep. Good guys. Good guys. Fun hanging with them. Well, another show in the can here, post NFMS, which was awesome.
It was.
So looking forward to the outlaw season coming up in June, and looking forward to Cowtown.
What did Russ say? Instead of the whack packer, let's call it the track packer. Oh, he's talking about the Howard Stern thing, the whack pack, the track pack. Yeah. We could do that. This has potential. We could have the young guns, and we could have the whack pack or the track pack. So. Who can we get to sponsor the track pack? I wonder.
Oh boy, I don't know. Let's think on that one.
Yeah, I don't know if we should probably do that off air, Ron. Is what I'm thinking, buddy. So.
Yeah, that would be wise, I think.
Just so good to see the outlaw pullers really do well and compete out there, and on the national stage like that. So, and honestly, Connor and Clint hung in there without intercoolers, and that's really what I want people to understand between what they were down 500 horse minimum without that intercooler, maybe more. Not making excuses for them, but for the pro and porters, for them to jump in there, they're stepping up their game to go compete, and that's really, really neat that they're willing to do that. With the two-wheel drive trucks and our light pros and Super Farm wheel. Yeah, Mark Roberts had to put a smaller turbo on, for the different rules. It was good to see everybody do well. Light Supers obviously is the same everywhere. I wish Lauren Paulson would have had a little better luck. So
yeah, that stunk when
Gary Barrett needs a new right brake because I guarantee he was pounding the piss out of that brake going down that track. So, but that left, once it hooks you into that left, we've all seen it so many times.
How many two-wheel drives went out of bounds Saturday night on that left
Trevor
side?
went out of bounds in the finals, I know.
Yeah, and he had a good hook. I mean, there was some bite over there. It was just pulled him out.
But I would do the same thing, honestly. Because I'd rather the hero. What do they always say? Loser, hero or zero, right, Ron?
Yeah, and Trevor took that left line, just not as far left in qualifying.
Yep.
That's what got him there. They just went a little deeper to the left, and it was just too close. So we may have had 1, 2, 3, outlaws in the final there if he wouldn't have went out of bounds. But tough break for him. But
let's do a quick Cowtown plug while we're here.
Absolutely, let's do it. March 16th to the 19th.
Hey, real quick, Ron.
Yeah,
they added a third motor, right? Cotton Candy did. Okay.
They added a third motor. Was a new setup for them. Talked to Cameron a little bit. He was sitting right beside me. His seats were right beside me all week and weekend, and said they missed the setup on it, air quality, how they set it up, and just didn't have it. So I think maybe Zychek, Robert Zychek did the same thing. Just missed the setup there on the air quality there in the arena, but kudos to all the winners, Mindy Nelson.
Yep.
Mindy Nelson Brown, only female 2-time winner at Louisville. Pretty cool. She's force to be reckoned with behind the wheel of that truck.
She 4 or 5 months pregnant, Ron. That was the big debate we had last night on the show. So
I am not sure, but that's a record in itself too. The first pregnant lady to win.
I look like I'm 4 or 5 months pregnant, Ron, but I actually not. That's just
I'm pushing about 8 months, 7 or 8, I think.
That's mine's cheeseburgers and whiskey.
Does Cowtown have unlimited light super stocks? Yes, we do. What session? I can tell you here from, not to turn into the Cowtown show, but
hey, Megan was watching the show last night. She said interview. She was 4.5 months pregnant. Yep, pretty good.
4.5 months. Okay.
Mr. Nelson, he probably slept for a couple of days, don't you think? After Louisville, he was
I seen him one time.
He worked harder in Louisville, Ron, than he did all summer long. So
I seen him one time at Broadbent on Thursday morning, and he was taking a break, eating a donut or something.
We're going to pick on you, Dave, no matter what you do, so you have no chance. I think he knows that, though, right? Cody's piping in there.
Where the heck are they? Yeah, Saturday noon. Saturday noon is the unlimited super stocks.
Are your classes pretty full, Ron? That's one of the questions. Are they filling up?
Most classes are. Limited Pro is, I got the numbers right in front of me. The biggest class course is 85. Light Limited Pro, and we've got 33 tractors signed up for that class, and we can take all of them.
Okay.
We'll put 11 or run 3 sessions of those, 3 qualifying sessions and a final, and we'll take 11 each qualifying session. Pro Stock 4x4 we're at 27. Limited Pro we've got 28 4-1s.
You got mine, right?
Well, let me see. Yep, you're in there. You were an early sign up, sir. You're like second on the list there.
I've had this circled since I broke my tractor last September.
Those are the biggest classes. Light Limited Super has 17.
Okay.
That was a good class last year. That case was a Brian Miller.
Yeah, out of Wisconsin. Case
Out
of
of
alcohol.
Wisconsin. That thing has the neatest sound to it. It just has a different sound.
Yes, it does.
Pro Farm, we're sitting at 16. Right now, we had 19 2 years ago. Those are the bigger classes right now that we have. Naturally aspirated two-wheel drive. I think we're in the mid-teens on that one. That's a Wednesday night class. Yeah, I mean, we're good. And there's still some time to sign up for these other classes. And we're going to go to the end of the month. But just to tell you, everyone that's signed up right now, we're not cutting any of those pullers. So Dusty and Courtney Berry, it seems like I remember that. You guys are out of Oklahoma. Yes, I did get your sign up for that. How many unlimited super stocks, Mark Ulmer? Let me check, sir. I think there was 7 or 8. I believe. No, there's 5 right now. Unlimited super stocks. There's 5. Of course, you heard Bryce Terry, Tayden Terry. They may actually have to pull off the list there. So that would take us down to 4 Alki Supers. We're moving the classes around a little bit. We had so many pro farms in 2020. In one class, we had 19 pro farms. We decided to do 2 sessions of pro farms and take the top tractors to the finals because we had good participation out of that class. We had 19 of them, which is a good number for one class.
How many mods? How many super farms, Ron?
Super farms, we've only got a couple super farms signed up right now. It was kind of a late addition. One of the super farm guys in the class actually wanted to sponsor the class if we had it, and that's Jared Johansson. So we added it, but it kind of surprised the rest of the Outlaw super farms. So some of them are kind of scrambling a little bit to get theirs done so they can sign up. I know I've talked to a few of them, and I think we're going to have more, but right now we just have 2 signed up in that class. And super farms will pull on
Thursday at 7. And
yep, you're looking at it right.
I went to cowtownpool.com, Ron. It's my one-stop shop for
cowtownpool.com. There's an idea. So folks are asking about tickets as well. Tickets go on sale on the 28th. You can get them at ticketmaster.com. Tickets on Wednesday night are $20. Thursday through Saturday noon are $25. Saturday night finals are $30. We are having some special nights, like Wednesday night is First Responders Night. If you're a first responder, yourself and your immediate family all get in for $5. And Thursday night is Military Appreciation Night. Same deal there. If you're in the military or you're a vet, you and all of your immediate family get in for $5. And then we have the same deal for FFA members on Saturday at noon. So they get in for $5 if you're wearing your FFA jacket. Light pros, 6 of them signed up so far. Chad Richardson, Alan Shellum, John Narragon, Rich Johnson, Trent Grimes, and Greg Potter signed up for the light pro class.
I'm on the Facebook page right now. There's all your prices. I can't blow that up. Sorry. How about mods?
Big mods, only have a couple signed up right now. The 74 mods. The light mods, we got quite a few. But the 74 mods are pretty light right now.
Okay.
So that could change. I mean, sometimes you get these sign-ins on the computer. You get them in spurts sometimes.
Yep.
You go a couple days without any, and then you'll open the computer and you'll have 10. So just the way it is. But seating there, we still have the box seats. We have some box seats available still. We've sold some of those, and we give some of those to our sponsors. But check out the website and the Facebook page. You can see the prices on those box seats, where you get 10 seats, trackside boxes for all 6 sessions. If you don't go that route, you just want to sit in the stands for all 6 sessions, you can buy an all sessions pass for $100.
Seating in boxes on the website is where you can find us. So you get 6 in the boxes. You get 6 per session.
10.
Yeah.
10 seats for all 6 sessions.
Okay. Good deal.
Yeah, Megan, I saw your post about the temperature up there. You can keep that up there too. You said it was like -19 or something with the wind chill. Yeah, Brandon, you're signed up. Got Scott Bracken signed up. We do need to get some more heavy mods in there. So, but yeah, we're looking forward to it. Getting excited, and man, we're getting busy.
It's gonna
We
be
got a
fun.
late start on it this year because we didn't know if we were going to be able to have it.
Yeah, you were kind of waiting on the beautiful city of Kansas City. So.
Yep. And now they're just dropping all these mandates and all that fun stuff, and so we can have our event. But a couple months ago, it looked like we were still going to have mandates and such. So we were still unsure 2 months ago.
Yep.
So stick with us, hang with us. We'll get her done.
I like it. I'll play a little video on the way out of the light pro stock class. And, we'll see you next Tuesday, boss.
Yep. Sounds good. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Jason.
Yeah. We enjoy this.
Good night.
Take care. Thanks, Ron.
You can see how long it is that good place. I bet you can throw 8-8.